We're at San Simeon. Hold on. I was just looking about a sandwich. We got the bottle that they gave us for the room. Got some snackies. The room, of course. You already know, jacuzzi bed. I got these bathtub liners. I'm really excited to use to put over this. Our fireplace. And we got the ocean. You guys already know we got room service. My wife got she got the burger, got fish and chips. She got her barbecue on the side. Actually, this is her seat. It's over here. We're just about to do a little review. Oh my god. Yes, honey. I love this look. People who have been following me for a while know how much I love coming to San Simeon and Disneyland are my two fucking happy places. Like, you can't beat being able to hear the fucking ocean. Like, thank you, universe. Thank you.
I'm sick of our healthcare system. I'm sick of greed.
To the bus here. I ordered him up. At the bus store, they were in the road earlier today. We waited until they moved. But they had like the great big bell like this. Once it was in the road, the bus driver started pulling up on it and rammed the bus. I'm doing that.
He's kind of looking like
Morocco, Africa.
Well, she's good.
No, I mean, she couldn't have.
She's one of the persons about profit sharing with her people at holidays or with her staff. And so she was very representative. So just a couple things about the pool, the third version of the pool. First one was in 1924 in front of the Temple of Thought that Mrs. Hearst is smart. First got married in 1903 and they had 5 boys. You've got 5 teenage boys coming up here right from Turkey and Rome. They said they were in a big pile on the right side of what's now the Temple of Thought, and they first bought them at different auctions. They didn't go together. It's Huey Morgan that mounts them all around the nation. The rich and powerful often have mistresses. So the husband and wife can always stay together. I guess that's just kind of how life was. And as you talk to the people,
but because it's cool here, Hearst has a fur vault. So if you were chilly, you could go to the fur vault and you could grab a fur and take it and put it on this. If you've been in the theater, they said sometimes you'd go into the theater and it looked like it was a group of bears. Everybody had furs sitting in the theater. So he would provide
those are so pretty.
The furs for you, but you were to bring everything else.
So fancy.
Yeah. Yes?
How did they heat
These are 15th century French doors from the period of That would be your storm door, so you let a little cold in the outside weather. You use that small interior door. Now, if you had friends coming, you want to make sure they felt welcome, or it was a beautiful day, then you would open up the full door. Now you see these pieces on the outside. This is damask. This is special design set. And this is one of the rooms that has the original damask in it, as you look at it. And so this was here to help with the warmth, the heat, and to give color. We don't know all the history, but that's it. So that allows them to do that as we're here. Edwin Hubble is here with his wife. Hearst was thinking he was going to put in an observatory to see the stars. They were one of the few that had an open invitation. Come whenever you can. Mrs. Hubble said we were in the house that had the lion's head and the fireplace, so we know the Hubbles were here in this house. Questions?
A door within a door. I've always wanted to see what.
I don't want us to worry that our cottage was sliding down the hill in a mudslide. So they raised the towers on each side. Next door, the praying hands with the Persian jugs, 12th to 14th century. And that's here. The tapestry behind you, again, has that Persian tapestry. It gives you an idea of what the market. So he was an avid buyer.
I wish I could go from
And he
here.
tells Mr. Getty.
Well, that's a creepy face. Why are they holding the face like that?
How awesome.
So quickly, for those who haven't been, Hearst is just going to build a 2-story bungalow. He's going to stay in the family house. This is going to be just for the entertainment rooms on the first floor with the 2-story bungalow. It's now 68,500 square feet that are completed.
Look
115
at that.
rooms,
Y'all, look at the
38
green.
bedrooms, 42 bathrooms. Now, as I talk with guests, they tell me, well, if you have more bathrooms, 42, than bedrooms, 38. We don't now, because if you look out those 18 Caroline bells in each tower, there are at least 2 missing out of each one. They had expected to restore them during COVID. But the man who knew how to restore them.
Of course, mother.
So if you've been here and got upstairs, you probably went in that door. You see the finished look of the house on that side? The limestone from Utah, unfinished behind us. You can see the 4 lines. We have to keep it as you see it. Some I-beams will be in that room. There was going to be a deck there. It's never completed. Never will be.
I drink water from Hearst Castle, y'all. This is so pretty.
This room is bigger. We still got people to come in, so give them a little room here. So you've got part of the sitting room here, a little larger bedroom. 16th century wood, antique ceiling, not plaster cast, but it is plaster cast underneath. So we know the workmen, that's part of what they did in 1934 to get it ready for Hearst. Now, that's a portrait of a woman, was in William Randolph Hearst's father George's office when he was assessed business here in the North Wing. He never comes back and actually lives here. And so this was usually for the guests, or in 1951 when he died, the families here using this before. He has 5 boys. 5 boys have 16 marriages. Those 16 marriages have about 70 offspring today. They still can use the pool. They can have weddings here. They have special uses that most everybody can't. They can't spend the night here, but they can come and use it as others can. So again, you see a very large room. So if you wanted to negotiate your movie contract with Jack Warner, Warner Brothers, Louis B. Mayer, he had a place to come. Hearst tells his mother, buy the Masters. That's a copy, a good copy, of a Murillo. He's a famous Spanish, but that's a really good copy, probably a good Dutch a master copied that. And if you want to see some bill of ladings and Miss Customs, where are the ceilings from Arthur buying some of our Spanish friends? I think he's a curse word. But that is a ceiling that you'll rarely find. You can imagine how perfectly that's put together. You can see how well they did. Processional pieces. You've got Jesus and his family and St. Mary and her family that would have been put on poles in Spain. And somebody already noticed it's got a closet in the bathroom. And I'm told women really like that. And so this is pretty cool. Yeah. So, how you doing? I guess that means I'm getting my exercise too. She's pulling on you.
Yeah.
I can tell, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So there's a suggestion. This is where Julie Morgan stayed when she visited here. What's your feet for me? And you're looking at a 15th century French ceiling, but only this first beam up front, the cross piece. So they got a remarkable French bed, if you're not familiar with the early 16th century, this isn't exactly what most people look at, but each of the bedposts would have been carved with a different design. That's part of the early 16th century French Gothic style. And you can see, if you look on either side, those are beautiful Italian chests. And if you look on the wall, these are Spanish conical. If you look inside the bathroom, you see the boys were here. The beautiful granite that you see. They were also here because there's one of these crazy... So that you can see Hearst's impact of his girlfriend. There's the Art Deco lamp right next door. So you have Art Deco and antique living side by side, and they say, but this is Jail Cupid. And Hearst buys it because it was done just before the turn of the century by a woman artist, and he wants to support women in art. His mother was big with art. He wants to support them. Again, you see the bathroom. Pretty extraordinary work. Any questions? It's very different. The windows are... It was made so you could have the big poofy dress, and one would sit on one side and one on the other, and then you could gossip in between. So if you like this, I don't could have gotten a great deal back in that day. This painting, if you're into postage stamps, was 2012 was a Christmas stamp. The U.S. Postal Service came and took a picture. And then there's a Burroughs, again, one of those things that Hearst bought. So this again is a combination of the 30s and 40s, but it is a remarkable.
Or is it a harder? Huh?
So we think this was going to be Hearst's final bedroom, and if you'd like to own everything you can see. So again, you've got the monastery ceiling here, and you ladies, if you need a place to put your pearl necklace strand or that incredible diamond brooch you had, that's a 15th century in the center silver. So this is the top of the tour, folks.
Didn't Marion Davis help him out when he started to go bankrupt? Didn't she supply?
All right, he starts paying her $500,000 a year when he works for Cosmopolitan.
His room is so bad. Yeah.
Technically was the CEO of the Hearst Corporation. That way, but it's likely the roof will leak. So when we get in the pool, you'll see that 11,000 of the acoustical tiles have been removed because they got wet enough that began falling off the ceiling. So come on down, we're going to walk on goal, 2.2 million.
We've never been back here, and I am so excited right now. You guys don't.
Behind the dining platforms, 10 feet from the floor. And then you see these ladders, stairways that go up to what Hearst called the plunge, jumping into the 10-foot pool here. So it gives you an idea of how that works. If you go to the visitor center with me for the size, kind of put you on the bus. And I hope your 2025 is fabulous. So we're going to walk out this way and head to...
So cool. We've never been back here. No, I don't remember. I don't remember. Don't fall into the pool. Don't fall into the pool. Sure. I will try.
So our team, this is a waveless pool sign. There's a gutter all the way around because she wants this to be air conditioned to get reflections. So when you take pictures and you get reflections, that's exactly.
Wasn't it when they retired?
The remainder of your tour. We still have more to see as we travel down the hilltop. We thank you for remaining in your seat, and please help us by not eating or drinking on the ride down. into two parts in Mr. Hearst's time to minimize the possibility of collisions and to provide more access to the stunning views. On our descent, we will be looking north and east out to the distant mountains known as the Santa Lucia Coast Range, which runs parallel to the Pacific Ocean along the central region of California. To your We will also pass the animal enclosures used in Mr. Hearst's time for the polar bears. They were given ice on warm days and used their pool to swim in and keep cool. These animal pens were modeled after those in German zoos and were very advanced for their time. In the late 1930s, when Mr. Hearst began to experience financial difficulties, many of his zoo animals were donated to California zoos, including in San Diego and San Francisco. The descendants of his zoo which cause the most excitement today are the zebras, which you may see as you travel south on the east side of Highway 1, mingling with the Hearst cattle. They often graze near the San Simeon. While you're at the visitor center, be sure to stop by the gift shop and also to view the free exhibits, which will give you an expanded appreciation of the estate. If you get a hankering to try the Hearst Ranch beef or other products, they are available for shipment and sale at the kiosk at the visitor center, as well as being served in the restaurant. Give birth in this cove. Extreme caution should be taken when viewing them. There are viewing stations located off the highway. If you'd like to learn more about the region, you can visit the Coastal Discovery Center at San Simeon Bay, located across Highway 1 from the castle entrance at William Randolph Hearst Memorial State Beach. Learn about the animals that live in this portion of Monterey Bay National Marine Sanctuary. There are also many opportunities to enjoy the unspoiled coastline in both directions when you reach Highway 1.
Oh, that's an old
Walk out
one.
on the pier and imagine the area as a former whaling station and a center for shipping and commerce in the late 19th century. Stroll through the surviving little village of San Simeon, which is across the highway from the castle. It was a bustling commercial city in the mid-19th century, then a residence for Hearst employees in the years after George Hearst bought the land in 1875, then an estate village that housed castle workers. William Randolph Hearst said he would rather spend a month at the ranch in San Simeon than any place else.
Mr. Hearst said he was building a museum for everyone to enjoy. You can help keep their goal alive by making a donation to Friends of Hearst Castle. We have two important missions: to preserve the precious art collection Mr. Hearst loved, and to ensure that through education, we continue to bring visitors to this matchless place. When you become a member, or make a one-time donation in the boxes with a night on top that you will see at the Visitor Center, you contribute to maintaining Hearst's and Morgan's ongoing dream. Thanks to
I love coming here to the Simeon. So bright. Her eyes are like, what? But I love coming to San Simeon. I totally recommend for you guys to come out here, check this place out, do the Hearst Castle tours if you guys like history and all that shit. I recommend. We've done, this is our 9th that we've done, but hope you guys enjoy my little tour thing. San Simeon, my favorite spot, número 2.